Hey guys, welcome to part 1 of JETRUNNER. Today we're going to be starting a new playthrough, so let's get to it.
A wise man once described jet running as the perfect combination of athleticism and engineering. It's where the frontier of science meets the breaking point of human metal and highly monetizable video broadcasting. My name is Nick Acaster, caster of the stars, and I welcome you to a journey across the globe filled with more bone-breaking speed and reckless competition than you could ever dream of. I welcome you to the world of jet running.
Ready to go, Nina?
Yeah, just tying my jet shoes real quick. Give me a sec.
One.
Don't.
Alrighty, track 1 ready, story primed. Pressing the Y button. Leave it like that. I'm not too sure what the thing at the top right is. 0 degrees, not too sure. Move to start, let's do it.
Mic test. 1, 2. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
How's the leg doing? The cast just came off. You can wait a couple more days, you know.
I'm fine. I've been on the bench all winter. I'm not waiting another day.
You do you. But don't come crying to me if it backfires, okay? I assume you don't need a refresher on the rules?
Run, jump, slide, shoot the target, cross the finish sphere, try not to fall along the way, and repeat. You know I know that.
Do I? Because I'm pretty sure you fell and broke your leg last time we were here.
Jet runners fall all the time. That's what the quantum rewinder's for. It's not my fault that mine decided to stop working out of nowhere. Just shut up and cast, will you?
All right, if you say so.
Awesome. So yeah, every stage they do have some sort of dialogue between the runner and the caster, along with again the on-screen tutorials as you guys just saw there. So dashing, jumping. Also, I did collect a bonus coin that adds into a bonus level dimension if we can get all of them. And also in terms of timing, it does show what you can get within your time. So I got a bronze there. But yeah, let's move on to the next level.
Hello, New York City! I'm Jack Matthew Santos, and today we're witnessing some next-level jet running. And who's leading the charge? None other than the Queen of New York herself, Nina White.
I'm still not sure if I like that nickname, Jacques. It's a bit much, don't you think?
Too bad, Queen. Half of New York is already using it.
Half of New York doesn't even know I exist.
Yeah, duh. It's the other half I'm talking about.
So I'm just that polarizing, am I?
Oh, yeah? Now, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna show us how it's done? The least you can do is beat Mark's time from the other day. Did you see the path he takes? He skips like 80% of the track. It's ridiculous.
With no due respect, I can beat Mark's times without shoes on.
I'm not too sure with the timing I'm doing right now with beating Mark's score. As personally, I'm just trying to just enjoy just the commentary and how this is going on right now, the tutorial. So our first, or should I say our next tutorial we're doing is the jump boost up into the air, right? By pressing LT to get a bit of extra airtime. There we go, go. But yeah, I can definitely see lots of replay value in terms of just getting better time each time for these levels. All right, next level.
You know you're allowed to sleep, right? As a matter of fact, you'd be better off for it.
The game never sleeps, so why should I?
Because I'm arguing with a brick wall, aren't I? Okay.
Oh, 100%. Still need to get in a few more runs on this track before they tear it down for the summer. And there's not really a lot you can do to stop me. I can sleep while the park's closed.
Well, I tried. Hey, Mom's making beans for dinner tomorrow, by the way. The good kind. You're more than welcome to join us if you can. Well, get out of bed by then.
Fine. I promise to be in bed early enough not to miss dinner. Again.
Wouldn't want to miss the beans.
Wouldn't miss them for the world.
Gotta always have to have baked beans in your diet. Alright, next level. The only tutorial that we got that time was based around the sliding feature. Oh, this is the same thing. Next level.
Hello? Nina? Are you there?
You made it!
What even is this place?
Some old shabby underground tracks the street runners used to use before the park tracks opened.
Who am I even supposed to catch for down here?
Don't know, but I need somewhere to practice while the park track is closed. And while it should be safe since quantum rewinders practically never break, I still need someone who can carry me out of here if something goes wrong.
Carry you out of here? Me? Okay. I know I look tough and talk a lot of shit, but you know you can bench press me, right?
You'll find a way.
You'll indeed find a way. Is that what I need to? Oh, there's the bonus coin. Was that behind us? I'm missing one of the shots as well. So in terms of the finish line, you need to shoot 3 certain targets, and I think that was the one I was supposed to shoot. Should I have to restart again, or can we go around? Let's see if we can go around. Let's see if I can just jump onto this. There we go. I'm not too sure if you have to have a certain way, like if you can backtrack and stuff. Yeah, so I've lost my ability to jump high. So I'm gonna have to restart the level. You have a certain amount of actions you can do and choose. So when we do collect certain power-ups, there's only a certain number of time you can use it. Okay, let's jump now. There we go. Did I grab it last time? I think it was over here, right? To grab. Not here anymore, unless I did grab the bonus coin. See if I can make this jump. Can I grab it? Oh. I think we're still good, right? Because I still have to save my jump dash boost. Okay, probably shoot this one. We do have some health. If I can't really get all the bonus coins, I can't, unfortunately, but I'm gonna try my best if I can get the bonus coins. Yeah, so it says bonus coin not found. Even though we did find it, I just didn't know where it was exactly again. Only way I could find it was just backtracking. But yeah, let's go to the next level.
Running around where the sun doesn't shine might not be ideal, but I'd be damned if I said you weren't improving.
Yeah, and I don't have a second to lose. It's only like half a year until the Americas Open. Imagine if I do well.
Well? No, dream bigger! You're going to sweep the entire thing. I read about this. It's all about manifesting success through visualization. Visualize big!
I'm not gonna visualize a delusion, Jock. Some of the best runners in the world are going to compete. But it would be nice to do well enough to land a sponsorship. Just so I don't have to spend so much time chasing advertisement gigs to pay rent, you know?
That's what I'm talking about. Visualize the crap out of paying that rent. Because I'm telling you, sponsors are going to line up to work with the Queen of New York. They just, need to find out you exist, that's all.
Thanks, Jock.
You know...
What?
We should invite more people down here.
To a flooded and abandoned subway tunnel?
Yeah, why not? It's not like flowing water is poisonous, right?
Right. It's not. Okay, let me see if I can grab this bonus before we move out. So again, I've already used my jump boost already up. So it may be one of those things whereby you just have to replay the stage again and find the right point to jump, but I've used all my jump specifically for the level itself. So right now, at least we know it's over here, but I'm just gonna finish up the level. I'm guessing with the mechanics that you do earn and grab, you can find different pathways.
Ooh, so close. A lesser runner would never emotionally recover from a fall like that. But the Queen of New York is not like most runners. No matter when or where it happens, she hits the quantum rewinder and tries again.
Damn right!
The old runners weren't kidding around when they built this track. Hitting your targets is hard enough with your feet on the ground. But this track barely has any solid footing to rely on. Also, a big shout out to the crowd tonight. Every one of you who showed up is witnessing something special. This is a product of a bygone era. A slightly less sanitary era. But most importantly, it's a piece of history. Jet running history. Let me hear you make some noise.
At first it was talking about, you know, the nickname wasn't suited her well and she wasn't really speaking throughout the whole of New York. Now she's getting pumped up, you know, from this caster, which is awesome. They got a growing reach out. I think they're siblings, right? From what's being told. All right, next level.
Hello, New York City. After a long summer of closed tracks, we're thrilled to finally be back in action here in Central Park. And by New York City, I mean you, and only you, Nina, because no one else is insane enough to be outside during a thunderstorm. Is there any way to convince you to just, I don't know, take the night off?
Are you kidding me? After 3 months of running around in dank, abandoned tunnels, a little bad weather isn't going to stop me from finally enjoying some fresh air. But if it's so bad, why are you still here?
I'm streaming. If you're gonna risk your life running around in a thunderstorm, the least I can do is to farm some ad revenue off of it.
How much ad revenue could you possibly make from streaming this?
I made $1.
Hey, we're both in the same boat. We made dollars. Comfy home to streaming. Beautiful. Alright, I don't know what happened before. I just restarted. I guess I wasn't supposed to touch that yellow icon, whatever that was. So I guess I'm supposed to dodge it. No? That time I got it. I guess I just dashed in and also destroyed what was on top of the goal. We had to fire it down 2 times.
And we're off with some excellent maneuvering by Nina, but can the Queen keep up her momentum? We've seen too many runners hit the water in this next part for her to get complacent. The real question is, do you even need to bother with the middle part? With the way this track folds in on itself, it's basically begging you to find a shortcut through it. Heck, I bet one of the pros could find a way to fly right over the walls and basically make a beeline to the finish line.
Give me some time and I'll find a way to fly right over the fence myself. How hard could it be?
I mean, probably way harder than some of the other shortcuts I've spotted, but I've already lost way too much money betting against you, so I'm not trying that.
I guess that was it. The whole shortcut. This shortcut. I had to get myself running down to. Here we go. I was supposed to wall jump here. Okay. That's what I was missing out before. And then do we run it and then dash? Yep, there we go. Now we get it. Next one over here. Now what do we do here now? Oh, we just jump again. Okay, got it.
The first day of snow is always special. The fresh snow never fails to remind me of what's truly important in life. Like our generous sponsors at SciTech. Without their charitable donations of gear and equipment, we would never be able to put together the city's rotating gallery of community tracks.
Are you doing an ad read for SciTech?
Shut up. I'm trying to play ball here so they might, I don't know, like donate some jet hooks or something for next year. Not all of us get to go to Rio and try out all the cool tech you normally only see at the big events.
Okay, big guy.
SciTech, inventors of the dream you haven't had yet.
Also, while he was promoting that sponsor, I found where the B-coin is now. The bonus. But I just used one jump and... This way? Nope. Looks like I have to have 2 jumps there to make it. Maybe that is the way I'm supposed to do it? And then dash here. And now jump. There we go, got it this time. Ah, that's how you do it. Okay, got it. I have to grab this and carry on. Up we go. Oh, can we get up? Can we get up? Can we get up? Nope. I missed the gun. Yeah, it seems as though it's the aim assist. I was shooting right at the target. However, it was shooting at the sign next to it instead. The jump boost.
Happy holidays! Is everyone enjoying the markets? Getting tired of walking? Well, take a seat and enjoy yourself! The year is coming to an end, and we're entering a time of rest, a time for family. But before City Council forces us to close the tracks for the season, we plan on ending the year with a bang. Tonight, you're in for a spectacle. Witness the finest jet running you've ever seen right here in Central Park. Give a round of applause for the Queen of New York City, because this will be the last time you see her before she heads to Rio to take on the world at the America's Open.
That man has way too much faith in me. What would I do without him?
It's awesome. Free advertisement, right? All right, next one.
The progress you've made in the last year? I can hardly believe it.
But is it enough for Rio? New York might be big, but it's still just a pawn, Jacques.
Oh, come on, don't sell yourself short. You're going to be the greatest jet runner to have ever lived.
How are you getting this cocky on my behalf when I haven't even competed in a single pro event yet?
Fake it till you make it. Come on, say it with me.
I'm not.
No, say it. Come on, you're gonna be the greatest jet runner in the world. Visualize it.
I'm going to be the greatest jet runner in the world.
Yeah, visualization. Just a little spunk in you, and you'll eventually be the greatest jet runner in the world. Alright, so that's just one chapter, the Queen of New York. Having a bit of introduction to our characters. Let's start the next chapter.
Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen! My name is Mick Acaster, and I will be your host for the next couple of days here at the America's Open. Over the next 2 days, we'll see contestants from around the world brave the sun-filled tracks of Stadio del Rio, competing to prove that they're the best jet runner on the tracks. Some of the best players in the world are here this weekend, and after a long off-season, they're ready to give us their all. I can't wait. I'm casting the amateur bracket? You've got to be kidding me. I'm Mick Acaster, caster of the stars, damn it. I've had my pick of commentator slots for years now. How did this happen? Scheduling it. What am I supposed to do with the amateur brackets? Sing the praises for tying their shoes right? Half of them are only here because it's an open event. They want to see what it's like to run around in jet shoes. It would be a miracle if more than a couple of them even jump a fence, let alone finish a track. Like what? Shit.
The Mick Acaster is going to cast my runs? Okay, keep it together, Nina. He's just some guy. And kind of an asshole when he thinks his mic's off, apparently.
Alright, Nita. At least you get a cool caster that's commentating. And yeah, I think I'm just going to turn off that aim assist. Let's see if this actually helps out. Because every time I'm trying to shoot at the target, it's not really shooting it. Yep, that's better. I guess the hit markers are just massively big. So just focus on the closest targets rather than what the intended target is.
Now hold on. Zoom in on contestant 242. Isn't that the woman from the instruction billboards? Yeah, no, that's her. She's wearing the same outfit and everything. What, did the model just randomly decide to sign up for the competition or something? See, Donald, this is what I was talking about. There's a billboard model know about jet running. Not me.
Hey!
I mean, she actually seems to be doing fine. Pretty well. Huh. Interesting.
Okay, interesting is good.
It sure is. But yeah, we got a new mechanic whereby we're just slamming into walls with the LT button.
What is going on with contestant 242? It's been years since we've seen a so-called newcomer tear up a track like this. Where has she been hiding? Production! You get someone to find whatever you can on what's her name? You know what? There's gotta be something out there. Not like that doesn't just show up out of nowhere. She's not just some random billboard model. She's on those billboards for a reason. So why have we never heard of her? What? Am I still on? Crap.
Damn right I'm not.
You know, new competition's always great, right? Looks like we have to get up there. Double time? I just used double for it, so that helped. Was anything around this corner though? Like I see... some stairways. I thought there would be a bonus coin around here. Alright, let's move on. Oh, not enough reach. Got it that time. I guess I decided to dash faster and earlier compared to last time, just to make an extra dash in the end.
What's that, Donald? You found something? Let's see. Holy moly! This is her? I know the audience can't see what I'm seeing right now, but production just gave me footage of contestant 242 doing laps on a community track in New York during the wildest thunderstorm I've ever seen. No wonder she seems unfazed by this weekend's event. Our little thunderbolt. No, firebolt. Firebolt in yellow. A firebolt in yellow is the kind of daredevil who would rather put her life on the line than miss an afternoon workout session.
Oh, I still think everyone makes a way bigger deal out of it than it was. The park is surrounded by skyscrapers to hit. What's the lightning gonna do? Miss?
Yeah, it feels as though you have to have the timing delivery, like on board. When you just press it, like you can't really delay on your buttons, or else you lose that extra leap into the air to grab onto the other side. Okay, they're shooting us somewhere. But where are they? I'll shoot this one down. But there's another one shooting somewhere. Can't see them there. Oh, one here. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more better without aim assist. Oh, there's the bonus coin. I don't think I had anything else I can get to that bonus coin with.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the first time today that we see the Jet Jelly Bomb in action. The Jet Jelly Bomb is a jet running staple, and it's always fun to see it in action. But it does have a reputation for tripping up newer runners. However, this track should be a breeze for contestant 242, considering she's on the billboard that's there to show new runners how to use it. Go on! Show the bottom feeders how it's done, Firebolt!
Sorry, Mick. The billboards are like 80% CGI. This, however, is 100% skill.
That's cool though. I like how they're just inviting new different mechanics that we can use each time into it, and every of these new mechanics is always by pressing the LT button. So it doesn't feel like you have to press any other button on the controller, so you're always just in control whenever you see a new mechanic. Okay, I just need that boost. There we go, that's the boost I'm looking for. Okay. Oopsie. Oh man, was I supposed to use a gun there? I don't think I was. Nah, try that again. Yeah, you have to be very close to it. That's why I missed that one. Aha, okay. I had to be a bit more closer. We had to use the explosion, and that will make us gravity up even higher. Again, it's a lot of different timing when you have to press it. It's not something whereby you press it at any point with certain mechanics, so you have to know what mechanic it is or what power up you're using and then press it at that right moment. You can proceed on.
Let's see how contestant 242 fares against the laser. Legally speaking, she'll be fine. The tickle beams, after all, pure resonance energy. In other words, it's not dangerous. But emotionally, well, it's not exactly easy to live down being tickled back in time now, is it? With that said, our sponsors at SciTech would like me to assure everyone watching that it wouldn't actually matter what kind of lasers they were in the first place. Every contestant is equipped with a personal quantum rewinder for maximum safety. So who cares if they got a leg or two lasered off? The pain would only last a split second or two anyway, and then boom! It would be like it never happened. Modern science. What would we do without it?
Please don't tell me they originally considered using real limb-slicing laser beams. They did, didn't they?
They just didn't want to pay off any insurance costs afterwards if someone did get fried onto it. I think I've actually messed this one up. Looks like we have to go over the laser and reach higher, because I won't be able to. All right, let's restart this. It is over. Oh, to the side of it. That's why I'm keeping missing out. It's not to the corner. Alright, got it that time. So not only you have to be close to it, but you also have to spring yourself at a certain angle.
And she's off! Incredible! The way she bobs and weaves and dodges the oncoming hail of fire, the Firebolt is clearly no stranger to danger. And by the way, can we all just sit back and appreciate the fact that we don't do wars anymore? Imagine sitting in a trench trying to arm a machine gun, trying to fight not into war, and some rocket-powered baddie with a giant ponytail zooms past you, dodging every shot you fire, and wipes your entire platoon as if it was a child's potty training.
What did he mean by that? They can't all be winners, I guess.
Yep, they can't all be, just like us doing right now.
Production Production has found more footage of contestant 242, and the Firebolt in yellow is quite the daredevil. It's insane! She's from New York, a city known for its top-of-the-line community tracks. That doesn't seem to be enough for the Firebolt in yellow, no. She's the type who runs through broken-down, abandoned sewer tracks just for the extra challenge. If we'd known any of this before she entered, there's no way she would have ever been placed in the amateur block, I can tell you that. Is that a sewer raid going on in the background, Donald? New Yorkers are a breed of their own, I tell you.
It wasn't the sewer. It was an abandoned subway line. I liked it better when he was raving over the thunderstorm clips.
Okay, got it that time. Oh, oh, got it. Nice. Guess I had to throw my dashes in just to get that extra height. Bang, 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 and here we go. Finish line. That's cool. Throwing those bombs into those lasers. So pretty much just using bouncy explosion actions.
Carnival is winding up for another day of festivities here in beautiful Rio de Fevereiro. You can't see it from here. The streets are bustling with life. The parades, the shows, the parties. It's everything you could ask for. I read for some casting schedule and realized I'd be stuck in this booth all night. I was furious. I should have been out there, having the time of my life. But now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still furious. But the Firebolt has done more than anyone could to brighten my mood. Come nightfall, however, old Nick is gonna be in the streets of Rio with style.
That's a lot of cool stuff you could do. Alright, can we get up? I think we lost it. Alright, we try. Oh, reach up here. That's what we have to do. To shift our body back. Oh, there's our finish line. So that boost panel to jump us even higher, I decided to just use the smashing thing, you know, when you smash into the objects, just to get an extra boost upwards to get to it. I thought it was going to be for that laser wall, but it wasn't for it.
We're nearing the end of an unforgettable event, ladies and gentlemen. Who would have thought the runner to watch would be some no-name adrenaline junkie billboard model? We still have one track left before the ceremony, so give it your worst, Firebolt. This one's for all the beans in the can. It implies what? Production has just informed me that saying this one's for all the beans in the can implies that contestant 242, you know what, actually has a chance to win this event. I just want to clarify that she is not even close. She's just way better than any newcomer has any right being.
Thanks, Mick.
I think I decided to just use it more closer. Oh, I needed another one, didn't I? That was good, Deb. Let's restart that. I have to hit this guy, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, got it. There we go. And there's the finish line.
Nina White, a word?
Excellent performance today. Where did you learn to run like that?
Miss White, a moment for an interview.
You're the talk of the day, contestant. Sponsors are lining up to work with you. Please tell us how you feel.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, give me a second. Sponsors? How I feel? I feel like I could take on the world.
Is she listening to Jack's advice and just feel like you're just living it and you're just like the best? I could take on the world. All right, let's check on the next chapter.
Welcome to the Sky Piercer, ladies and gentlemen. The world's tallest building, located in the heart of Mumbai's Bay Area. This towering marvel soars over 2,000 meters into the sky, literally piercing the cloud layer. It features several world-class artificial reservoirs, luxurious hotels, premier shopping experiences, and, last but not least, 10 state-of-the-art jet running tracks spread throughout the tower. This is a pro event, and you know what that means. No amateur blocks! This weekend is all about top-tier, sponsor-approved, quality jet running. So whether you're here at the tower or watching at home, strap in, because you're in for a show. The Sky Piercer is a lot different from your run-of-the-mill arena. It's taller, thinner. Tracks here in the Sky Piercer are built with a very different mindset than the rest of the world. First thing you'll notice is that they're a lot more vertical, and there's a lot more glass. Donald, anything? Fine. The verticality is really the only thing I had in mind. I just figured I'd be able to come up with more along the way. We can't all be winners.
I don't think I've ever heard Mick fumble like that before. The broadcasters probably make sure those blunders don't make it onto the air.
Oh damn, I missed an hammer. I didn't have any more shots there. But yeah, I do agree, it is definitely more vertical. Has that whole Mario Sunshine feel to it. I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to jump onto it there so I can save my ammo. Alright, let's restart this. Okay, so we'll avoid this. And then we'll jump around. Aha, there's what the bonus coin is. Wow, there's actually 10 each of them for the bonus dimension for each chapter. Okay, at least I got 12 here. That's free. Oh boy. Got it that time now. Okay, yeah, we definitely need this. Did I need to jump through those hoops? No, we still got it.
Since the Americas opened last month, when we first saw the Firebolt in yellow in action, our investigative team has been working tirelessly to find out everything we can about this rising star. And wouldn't you know it, turns out the Firebolt is already a local legend in New York. Our team spent an entire day in Central Park, interviewing people and asking if they'd ever seen a redhead with a giant ponytail zipping around in jet shoes. How many people did you run into who didn't know who you were talking about, Donald? None. No one. So again I ask, how have we not heard about the crazy rocket girl who runs around in the lake all day, every day? What's she even doing out there? She's not going to find a husband doing that nonsense. Folks, Gertrude, 68 years old. Thank you for your contribution, Gertrude.
Yeah, thanks, Gertrude.
I like this new mechanic, this escalation one. So at first I thought you could just run vertically upwards, but you have to do some wall running there. But pretty cool though.
Our hosts here at the Sky Piercer have asked me to give you an overview of the tower's emergency exits, or rather the lack of traditional emergency exits. Sky Piercer was, for a number of good reasons, built with an aesthetics-first mindset. Can't get views like these without a little bit of sacrifice, now can you? Anyway, see those 4 elevators you all use to get in here? Yeah, they're the only way in and out. So if a fire breaks out, patience and orderly lines are key to making it out safely. Capiche?
I copy that. Let's just shoot from this distance for both of these. You might get the other one from that far. Let's see. Yeah, awesome. Okay, let's make sure we can get this time. Oh, it's because I had a jump boost up it. Okay, I thought we were supposed to get up there just normally with the escalator. Cool. So it looks like maybe every chapter there is 10 stages each way. Each of the stages has 1 bonus coin and you need to collect 10 of them all to enter into the next dimension. So yeah, that is definitely something whereby you have to, yeah, look at this one's over here. Now I just have to figure out how to even get up there, because I don't think I have anything more. Yeah, I can't jump up there, so like I have to save my jump boost to get up there or find another pathway.
This just in. She's only halfway into her second event ever, but the latest projections already estimate the Firebolt in yellow to be a top 250 runner worldwide. Knowing that, I think we can all agree that Gertrude can rest easy tonight, knowing that the Firebolt's practice wasn't nonsense after all. Men and women are going to be lining up at the door thanks to her newfound fame.
Can we just go back to talking about things that actually matter? Like, you know, my performance?
Yeah, that performance is good. Our best one so far for the chapter.
Production has just informed me that I somehow missed the second page of the emergency instructions. So, how about we all do that real quick before moving on, alright? If you check under your seats, you'll find a pair of jet shoes. They're the same kind our runners use to jump around like maniacs and break all their falls. In theory, there shouldn't be a limit to how high you can jump from and still land safely. So, if a fire does break out, and the elevator isn't evacuating you as quickly as you prefer, feel free to walk over to the nearest open window and jump right out of it. You might end up on someone's roof, but as long as you land feet first, you'll get down just as handsome as you were when you jumped. I hope that helps. Now let's get back to the runs. Look at her go!
Wait, did you guys see that? I just ran into this and I got the bonus coin. I don't think that was supposed to happen. I was supposed to break this, wasn't I?
The Firebolt has outperformed every projection made against her, and she still shows no signs of stopping. If her father was alive to see her now, he'd hardly be able to believe his eyes. During our investigation in New York, we asked everyone we could, what drives the Firebolt? Why does she work so hard? Why does she run around in the sewers all the time? And every single person gave the same answer. She's doing it for him. What a sweetheart.
What? Who said that? How would random people in the street even know any of that? Who told them about Dad?
Now I'm just trying to figure, oh, it's supposed to go higher that way? So it's supposed to probably bounce even higher. Okay, let's restart that. Yeah, jumpy, jumpy. Dash in. Oopsie. We're good. Was this supposed to be something here? I don't think so. Ah, there we go. Now we got the bounce we needed. That was an early one. Did I get it? I think I did. Yeah. I was just spamming that last one because it was like 4 shots you had to land on that dude.
Can the parents of Cornelius and Cornelia please come to Kiosk 4B and get a hold of your kids? It seems they've gotten a hold of some emergency jet shoes and they are currently using them to attempt the candy bar heist of a lifetime. You will be billed for this. Kiosk 4C, Kiosk 4D, 5B. Maybe you ought to grab a pair of jet shoes yourself. Be quick.
Probably this way? I'll try here. Yeah. I was about to break the side glasses. I was like, no, I don't think that should work that way, right? But at least we know where the finish line is. That's the first time where the finish line isn't really to the furthest part of the stage. Oopsie. Guess you have to be super fast in both of those. Alright, we start. Got it that time, so yeah, I have to be super fast. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then we just drop all the way down for the finish. Yep. That was cool.
There she is again! Is she on every billboard? Sci-tech is worth trillions. There's no way they could only afford a single model, let alone a no-name runner at that. No offense, by the way. But seriously, the Kingslayer business? Really the Italians suddenly lose interest in some extra pocket money? I'm getting to the bottom of this. Let's see. Opening Instagram, typing in Nina White, JETRUNNER. Ah, yes, there she is. Oh. Okay, I get it now.
What did he mean by that? It's just normal sports modeling.
I was really just hooked onto this jet hook, this new feature. I always feel as though modern parkour gameplay, whenever it comes to modern parkour gameplay, yeah, there always needs to be some sort of grapple. Like, that's what I've learned with Mirror's Edge Catalyst when they had to bring in the Spider-Man grapple hook. Like, if there's more openly out, like, you have to do that, yeah, you have to bring that in. Or should I say, is it like Batman? That's a Batman gadget, right?
The view is why I never get tired of coming back to the sky view. There's nothing quite like scaling this tower and looking down, trying to see if you can even spot the city of Mumbai anymore. It's calm. Too calm. That's about to end, because after this, we're heading up to the final track of the tower. And according to what I'm contractually obligated to say, it is magnificent. Donald, grab your jet shoes and jump out that window for me real quick, would you? Tip it off the ledge and see if it makes it all the way down and just dissolves in the air.
Sure is beautiful, though. Maybe I was supposed to dash that way? I did have my hook again. Then hook here. Oh, look how far we just hooked there. Wow. Oh my god. Oh, can I grab this? I got you. Wait, what's going on? I can't do it anymore? I guess not. I'm supposed to hook onto this, right? Alright, restart. Okay, got it that time. So it looked like the hook was able to break onto the shield, and then you can just use the gun for the finish.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the final floor of the tower. Wait a minute. Do you guys change floors with us in between rounds, or do you stay where you are? You're the only ones changing floors? Why? Elevator capacity. Oh, yeah. Wait, so the audience watching right now, this is the first they've seen of us all weekend? But I've been telling a continuous narrative all weekend. Do we even have a clue what I've been talking about? What about the stream? The bots, maybe? Well, can you at least send the bots to the press real quick? Interviews are about to start, they need to get caught up. Thanks, Donald. You're a peach. I'm not going to lie, ladies and gentlemen. I just got some news that really bummed me out. So I'm gonna have to leave now and have a serious talk to production about how we run things here. But before we go, let me introduce Nina White, the Firebolt in yellow. She's new here, her dad is dead, and she's cooler than a cucumber. Go give her a follow on Instagram. You won't regret it.
Why?
Oh, and watch the VODs when they are uploaded to JetTube, because I nailed the segues the first time. Vic out.
I'm reaching my limit with this guy. What happened to commentating about what the runner is actually doing?
I agree with her. That was a bit too much information to know about herself. Can I reach it? I think I got it. Oh, I did it again. I can reach with this, the hook, right? Yeah. This way? Got it.
Firebolt, do you have time for an interview?
Miss White, do you ever feel like a cheat and a fraud due to your prior experience with JETRUNNER equipment while modeling for the billboards?
A cheat and a what now?
We're so sad to hear about your father. Do you think his absence makes you seek approval in other forms, like, for example, audience applause?
That's a loaded question.
Over the course of this weekend alone, you've gained millions of followers on Jetstagram. How does that make you feel?
Wait, how many? Oh, so if a fire had broken out, would you have jumped out a window? You would have, right? I would have.
Please, this is all a bit much. Can I just... Excuse me.
Excuse me. Come on, guys. It's all about the competition here. Not about our privacy deals.
This is Mickey Caster, live from beautiful Geiranger, Norway. I know I tend to go for the bombastic approach when opening the show, but can't we just take a moment and enjoy the view? Welcome to Geiranger, everyone. The game starts in 30 minutes. Welcome to Norway, home to the world's most jaw-dropping landscape. As some of you might have noticed, the Geiranger Stadium isn't really a stadium at all. At least, not in the traditional sense. Instead of clogging up the fjord more than necessary, all tickets for the Geiranger Games are included in Radiant Vista's all-inclusive West Norway cruise experience. Aboard Radiant Vista's nuclear-powered cruise lines, you'll live green, see a lot of green, spend a lot of green, and last but not least, make your friends green. Green with jealousy, that is. Radiant Vista. Make greener tomorrow, yesterday.
You know, I thought I lost my opportunity there to defeat that guy, but I guess he just had to go all the way under.
Attention all runners! Due to an inexplicable phenomenon that I haven't bothered asking scientists at SciTech about, jet shoes behave very strangely on ice. Strange how, you might ask? It's hard to explain. It feels a bit like surfing on an air hockey. It's weird. Just be mindful so you don't fall, okay? What's that? The science boys don't know what causes it either. Well, how about that? Huh? Fine. Production has asked me to please stop joking that the SciTech science team doesn't know how their own technology works. Allegedly, my antics have set the general population's trust in science back by a few centuries so far. Maybe the general population should learn to take a joke.
Yeah, but we're taking a joke. But that was quite a long joke because we was completed before you, Mick.
A lot of people have been asking me, Mick, how come there's snow in the middle of April? Is this just what Norway is like? And the answer is, yes, kind of. It wasn't always like this. But the climate here still hasn't fully recovered from when the almost apocalypse turned Norway into a block of ice 13 years ago. Now the real question is how the Firebolt can bear sporting this much midriff in the dead of winter. Talk about suffering for the arts.
Someone has to put a sock in his mouth sooner or later. It's not even cold. There's a temperature zone around the tracks. The snow is fake. I'm actually very comfortable.
Yeah, we're actually just very comfortable. I feel as though that's why I love the cold temperature, is because you can easily just warm yourself up no matter how cold it is. Give yourself a nice jog, sprint, start burning up inside.
I'd just like to inform contestant Nina White that someone forgot to turn off her interview mic, and that everyone just heard that little rant of yours just now. And for the record, we know it's not that cold. It's called color commentary.
My mic? How awful are the sound techs at these events? SciTech is a $1 trillion company. It should not be this hard to keep track of which mics are on or not.
From the movement of her lips, we assume contestant Nina White is trying to say something. Sadly, production has informed me that, for safety reasons, we cannot under any circumstance allow a runner to commentate their own runs. Sorry, Firebolt. Take it up with production.
This feels like victim blaming.
It's like they would only choose what she wants to say. If it's gonna be bad for the program, they'll just cut it off. Oopsie. Did I get it as well? I think I got that as well. Just keep on using this. So I want to kind of see. I think we use a gun for this. Yep. And then we'll break it through with a hook. Grab this and some extra ammo. 1, 2, 3. Got it.
What the? Aurora Borealis? It's time to... Hey, Donald! Get your head out of your phone and look up, damn it! Sorry for the interruption, ladies and gentlemen. It's just that Donald from production was saying earlier today that he's never seen the Northern Lights before, and now when they're shining brighter than I've ever seen them, he's busy playing games on his phone. Donald! World's Donald! I give up.
Come on, Rope Donald, where you at? Got it, and I think it's roping time. This dude. To do 4 of them. Oh, are we good? Oh no, we're good, we're good. So yeah, we can still make it down here without any other power up. Just have to take that really low short path.
We're on the final stretch of the day, folks. But before we wrap things up, I have an announcement. Production loved the idea of a snark runner talk back so much, they decided to turn contestant Nina White's mic back on, letting her contribute to casting her own performance.
Casting my own performance? As if I don't have enough on my plate as is to try and win.
Perfect, Firebolt. And here I was worried you'd have to workshop all night to come up with something funny to say.
I'm starting to realize some of the powers we're picking up, we are saving them. It's like we're cutting some steps. We can hold on to them. Like that, yeah. I had the jet cook and I didn't need to use it.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Would you just look at that view? Sometimes I wonder why these events have to end so late and start so early. They send me around the world for this job. Thanks to the chaotic schedule, I never get any time for myself. But on mornings like this, you get to see the sunrise over the mountains. It's worth it. I could still do with that getting off a bit earlier, though. The lights are just as visible from the hotel lounge as they are from the commentator's booth.
Are you not even going to comment on how it suddenly went from winter to spring overnight? Or is it just another lingering effect of the apocalypse?
Nope, not an apocalypse thing, actually. This is what the climate is like up here. On average, Norway cycles through about 15 mini winters in the span of a single year. It's a beautiful country, but trying to wrap your head around its weather is a fool's errand.
Well, the weather I'm wrapping around is that it's cold. It looks to be cold. I think we're done here because we were supposed to go to the left, wasn't we? Good. There we go. Now we got it. Maybe we have to jump that way. Yep. Next one should be the last one we got to do. And that's a go. Figure skater. Oh, wow. We got gold out of that. Wow. It was a good time in there.
Are you in a financial pinch? Looking for an adventure on a budget? Say hello to Radiant Vista's Sum-Inclusive Package. With Radiant Vista's Sum-Inclusive Package, you'll receive a streamlined version of the West Norway Experience Tour featuring some of the extravagant perks of the All-Inclusive Package. Disclaimer, Radiant Vista's Sum-Inclusive Package does not include tickets to jet running events. During live events, customers with the Sum-Inclusive Package are asked to stay below deck and avoid any and all windows at all costs. Thank you for your cooperation.
Really? They can't even look out the windows? How do you even enforce that?
Modern system. But hey, if they still want to watch, they can always go to the sports bar close by. They'll probably be streaming the event.
You realize how absurd that is, right? Watching a stream of an event you're physically at?
Radiant Vista. A greener tomorrow, yesterday.
When there was actually a logical complaint there, let's just ignore and carry on with the advertisement.
Donald just showed me the chat from the mainstream, and apparently a lot of 12-year-olds have no idea about the almost apocalypse. How's that even possible? Kids can learn in school these days. I guess it falls to old Mick to teach you some 13 years ago, an inexplicable, unexplainable super winter hit Norway, along with the territory formerly known as Sweden. From north to south, the Scandinavian peninsula froze and became an uninhabitable wasteland. Thankfully, our benefactors at Sidetrack managed to stop the catastrophe before it consumed the world. It was a terrible tragedy, but it was also a beautiful and motivating story of how the world is capable of setting its differences aside and come together to rebuild when the richest country in the world is in trouble.
What happened to Sweden?
Beyond recovery.
That was a lovely story. And also at the end of that run, I noticed that there was another pillar in front of the finish line. I could have used the jet hook on, and that would have been the bonus coin there, so I didn't have to jet hook to that finish line. Could have got to the bonus coin. I feel as though every time you get a bonus coin as well, you're most likely gonna have to restart anyway, because I don't think sometimes you can get the bonus coin and finish off.
Our ratings have been soaring all day, and to think production tried to stop me from turning Fireball's microphone back on. It will set a precedent. It's unfair to the other runners. You know what's unfair? Forcing me to travel halfway across the world to commentate a game for a couple $100. Now that's unfair. So, Donald, how about you ask production to do criticism where the sun don't shine, and tell them if they don't like the way I do things, they can fire me. Viewer numbers are at an all-time high, and they're all here for the same carrot top.
You did what, Henry?
You'll find me at the hotel bar after the game if you want to thank me in person, Firebolts. This has been Nick Acaster, and I'm out of here.
Alright. He doesn't mind what he says. He's like, I'm the best cast in the world. I can say anything I want. But we're making good progress now on the stage. 1, 2. And yes, these parts are very slippery indeed. To right. Okay, slide down here. Oh, that one was not slippery though. Here's one to chuck it out, and finish line.
Letting the runner talk back is a new one, that's for sure.
He said they've never had viewership that high before. There's no way they were all there for me, right?
I think they were. You know what this means, right? You could land a voting spot at the Champions Summit Invitational if you keep this going. That's the biggest event of the year. You can use this.
Yeah, I can use this.
Let's see if we can make it to the top.
Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. As always, my name is Mick Acaster, and I wish you a warm welcome to the City of Seoul. The final qualifying spot for the Champions Summit is on the line tonight, and since the top 8 has been an unbeatable frat house for years now, and with 7 of them already qualified, part of me wonders why we even bother pretending that Billy Battalion isn't going to take it. Get your fried chicken while you can, because we're about to start the games.
That's gonna change. Nina's gonna be the one for that final spot.
Up next is the runner to watch this season. The only reason I even bothered to shower this morning. Give it up for the Fireballs in yellow herself, Nina White. Now, chat, we all know Billy is going to run away with the win this weekend. He's head and shoulders above everyone else here, basically playing with his food. In situations like these, it's nice to have some real stakes. And I mean that literally. Bookies keep setting the odds against her way too high, and I'm breaking in money as a result. Life couldn't be better. Are you ready to show Soul what you're made of, Firebolt? Donald, please don't put the mic is on.
The real question, Nick, is whether Soul is ready for me.
Oh, Donald, I can kiss you.
Oh boy, these are so slippery. Okay, let's do it. Okay, hold it. Okay, we just have to dodge the glacier. Good. Okay. 1, 2. That's the first one. Wow, that was a lot to do. Doing that in fast speed motion of all those, that's gonna be tricky.
might be wondering why the Jet Freeze is making its debut here at the Soul Cup and not somewhere more thematically appropriate. Well, our sponsors at SciTech want to level with you and say that the Jet Freeze was actually intended to be part of the Gearanger Games, but due to complications, it wasn't finished until 3 days ago. With that said, you might be wondering the same thing I am. Where in the blazes did these construction billboards even come from? When did they even have time to make this?
Did you just say it was finished 3 days ago? Has this thing even been tested?
You tell us, Nina. You're the only one here who's even used it before.
Sorry to burst your bubble, Mick, but that shot was from years ago. Billboards are mostly CGI.
They're what? Why? Donald, did you know about this? CGI? Unbelievable.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have to get this first and then freeze. Oopsie, I missed it. I was supposed to freeze that. Let me restart. Awesome. This freezing reacts pretty awesome as well. It just seems as though, like, I just love the flow when it comes to all these different environmental elements. You grab a new power up and then you're just on the go already, whatever what's in front of you.
Fun fact, the Seoul Stadium was the first jet running arena ever built. It was constructed so long ago it actually predates the sport in its entirety. The stadium was originally built for a failed attempt at a sport called Setback, a game where you run around and shoot each other back in time with quantum guns. It was absolutely ridiculous. What's that, Donald? Oh, come on, it'll be fine. If the higher-ups at SciTech didn't have a sense of humor, I wouldn't get away with half the things I'd say.
Is it finally happening? Is someone finally going to put a muzzle on the caster of stars, Mick Acaster?
Oh, don't be absurd.
I don't think anyone would give him a muzzle. It seems like everyone's loving it.
Due to concerns reportedly raised by a rather handsome member of the audience, SciTech would like me to assure you that their QA and safety testing record extends well beyond 3 days, and that they take safety precautions very seriously. After all, SciTech safety standards are world class. However, since the Jet Freeze never successfully killed anyone during development, and since rebuilding all the Gearanger tracks on such short notice was already costly enough, SciTech has graciously allowed us to use it early, seamlessly integrating today's live performance into their QA pipeline. Science stops for no one.
Oh, so there's actually no guarantee that this thing will blow up in my hand and flash freeze me?
You're equipped with a quantum rewinder. What's the worst that can happen?
Me flash freezing before I hit a wall and shatter into a million pieces.
Good one. But on a serious note, that would never happen. The quantum rewinders catch it, and quantum rewinders can't break. Literally impossible.
Yeah, literally impossible.
Well, so far it hasn't been broken, so we're in the clear.
I have to say, what? Come on. Fine. In case you couldn't tell, what I said earlier about Setback being a ridiculous failed sport was clearly a joke, and not a very funny one at that. Also, Setback hasn't been canceled, it is just put on ice for being too ahead of its time. I promise, the day does come when the world is ready for Setback to be taken off ice. It will be an event worth calling your parents about.
What's the matter, Mick? Did our precious sponsors at SciTech need your chain?
No comment. Wait, stop looking at me like that, Donald. What was I supposed to say? She got me.
The end of Mick is coming.
I realize that for a lot of people at home, this might be your first time seeing an event in Seoul Stadium. You might be a bit puzzled about how cutting between multiple tracks could all seem to exist in the same physical space. I'm not going to bore you with all the science-y gobbledygook. But in short, the stadium is equipped with a set of projectors that bend time and space to our will. These projectors are used to stack all 10 tracks on top of each other along the 480 189th spatial dimension, saving the city of Seoul a ton of space. You see everyone in the gallery? They're actually watching 10 different tracks, depending on what angle they're viewing from. Incredible!
But it's already a fairly small stadium. There can't be more than a couple thousand people watching any individual run, right?
Wrong! There's several tens of thousands of ticket-holding audience members watching you right now. We pack them in tight here at Seoul Stadium. Dimensional benders don't pay themselves.
Maybe we're supposed to freeze this one instead, then carry on. But that one still needs to be destroyed, right? Guess we'll come back to that one. What we're doing now, let's carry on. Damn. Okay. I got another freeze. Okay, that works. And then at the top here, shoot this one. Now we can go in. Alright, just had to bounce on it. That's all we needed.
So, I've been meaning to ask, Mick.
Hey, what's this? I'm the one doing commentary here. You make fun, witty clapbacks that will star ratings.
How come you cast every single run I've done at every single event I've been to all year? There's literally dozens of casters here today. Could have been any of them. Why is it always you? Are you following me?
Am I following you on Jessica? Yeah, why do you ask?
That's not what I meant.
That's strange. It seems the Firebolt's microphone has spontaneously disconnected. Hopefully production can get it back online before I completely change the subject.
Okay, I see how it's gonna be.
Yeah, why are you following Nina? Probably his biggest fan. Yeah, her biggest fan, Mick.
I don't want to alarm anyone, but I have alarming news. It seems someone's kid has somehow found and peed on the dimensional bender for track 3, causing it to act a little funny. We want to assure everyone that we are working hard to get contestant Sasha Charm out of there. She is probably very sad, scared, and confused right now, but it's fine. This happens all the time. We know exactly when and where she is. All we need to do is dry off the dimensional bender, recalibrate it, boom, everything should be back to normal. In the meantime, we remind all audience members who are watching track 3 to not, I repeat, do not walk into the newly formed endless void in front of you. We're not entirely sure where dimensional bender number 3 is pointed right now, so if you cross through, you will get lost between layers of multi-dimensional space.
All the time? What do you mean, all the time? Shouldn't we have been informed of this before someone got lost in a parallel dimension? What if this week, Sasha, was an entirely tremendously life-altering case of interdimensional abandonment issues? Whose fault would that be?
Not ours, that's for sure. You signed away the right to blame us for just about anything during registration. Also, they're not parallel dimensions. It's the same 3 spatial dimensions we always occupy, just... who gives a...
That sounds extremely illegal. Ugh, I hate it when they do that.
I'm just trying to figure out this whole ice mechanic. At first I thought it was just shooting the gun and the switch, but there's something completely in front of us that we have to use the freeze for here instead. Probably a bounce. There we go. And can I still shoot that guy, or is he gone? I think he's done for you. There's the finish line.
So I was thinking about going out for some chicken and a drink in Han River after the ceremony, since I've heard Mike's on. No, it's fine, I turned it off. No, I specifically remember turning it off. Well, it's your doing, Tom? Are you having a laugh at my expense, turning my mic back on when I'm not watching like some kind of goober? Don't play dumb. I know I turned it off, Donald. I remember it clear as day. How long has this been going? has to stop, Donald. That dog might pay every single time this happens.
Hey, Meg! It's still on, buddy.
Yeah, okay. This one's on me.
Oh, come on, Vic. Should listen to Donald. Okay, next one right here. Oopsie. Guess I was supposed to strike that right away as soon as I grabbed it. Okay, shoot this. Go that. Lovely. And let's go up. Jet hook. Cool.
And there you have it. Production has just gone over the standings. Billy Battalion has built up a lead so significant that no other runner can possibly catch up. This guarantees victory here in Seoul, but more importantly, it means he's claiming the 8th and final qualifier spot for the championship. With that, I'd like to remind everyone that next week marks the start of voting season, where the public can vote in 8 additional contestants. Now I know it's tempting to just vote for one of the old favorites. After all, everyone always loves to see Mandarin at the Champion Summit, literally every year. He never has to work for it either, because he knows he'll get voted in year after year. Tell you what, folks, we've had an exciting season so far, don't you agree? Why not shake things up and vote in someone new for a change? Someone up and coming, like the Firebolt in yellow?
At what point do I start getting concerned over his obsession with me?
Long time ago, the moment you realize that he was always costing over you.
Mick here from the SciTech Summit Street. The final round of voting has just ended and the results are in. I haven't seen the results myself, so let's see. Good golly! By a margin the width of a hair, your final vote for the Champion Summit is here. And it is none other than the Firebolt in yellow, Nina White. This is incredible! A runner this fresh has never been voted into the summit. What an honor! She'll be up against legends of the sport. I can't even imagine the pressure she must feel right now. If she beats even a single one of them, it will be a historic upset. If the Champion Summit wasn't already the event to watch, it sure is now. See you all in the Peony Mountains next month. This has been Mick K. Caster, Caster of Stars. Wink.
Wink. But we made it! Top 8 Peony Mountains, here we come.
Welcome everyone to the Champion Summit. Coming to you live from the legendary Peony Mountain Range. After a full season of qualifiers and vote-ins, we've gathered 16 of the world's most famous and talented jet runners here in the Peony Mountains for an unforgettable invitational. Now grab your poison of choice, because we're starting any minute now. Under normal circumstances, no one would be allowed to set foot on these sacred grounds, let alone tear down and rebuild the temples and facilities just to make them more suitable for broadcast sports. But it turns out that when you have a giant time cannon on the moon that can literally erase time, and enough money to make God cry, you kinda just get to do whatever you want all the time. There's still a limit to how many people they let into the range, though, so only a few dozen people have ever been here. Heck, I'm not even there myself. I'm sitting in the production house over in a nearby village. Even the crowd you're seeing? Hologram projections, purely there to set the vibe. What does it feel like, Firebolt, to know you're one of the only people on Earth to ever see what you're seeing right now? It's a rare privilege.
I don't know what to say.
I don't think I would either.
Yeah, let's just leave it like that. So far, pretty cool. Mixing the combination of these power-ups.
I can sit here and pretend that learning that the billboards are being mostly fake doesn't affect me, but no, it's like a little bit of magic's been lost in the world. Like when I caught Mom burning right in my 7th building tooth. Did you at least do the shooting in some way? Did you dive off a diving board in the pool to capture the foes? Was it at least slightly whimsical? Just please give me anything, just a little bit of magic to believe in, I think.
I think we used cable tables or something? I don't really remember.
Why do I even bother?
This Doberman cat is pretty cool. So you just have to move around and just aim at the next bubble. Oh, here comes the jet hooks. Nice. Oh, give me Richard. Become a dolphin. No. Okay, got it that time.
We're already off to an excellent start at the Champions Summit. The times set by the Kingslayer seem as unbeatable as always, but Dr. Little Timmy isn't far behind. Even Nina White, Firebolt Yellow, is hanging in there. She still has a long way to go before she's ready to beat the big dogs, but I'm putting good money that she'll at least be able to take a couple of names here at the Champions Summit.
I'm not even close. They've been several seconds ahead of me on every course so far.
Oopsie, I think that was the wrong way to go. Like that? Yeah, I got it this time. Hook in. Got some guns now. Guess it's sliding. Whoopsie. Whoop. Okay, still made it. I have to use that, right? Aha. Got it. Woo-hoo-hoo. That was close.
Has production turned Nina's mic back off again or something? She's been surprisingly quiet. My mic. Okay. I have never seen the Firebolt in Yellow this focused before, but that's just how big of a deal the Champion Summit is. There is no more time for riff-raff and quirky comeback. Just sheer focus on the task at hand. I've said it before, she has nothing to lose and everything to gain. No one expects a complete newcomer to go up against the 15 greatest players in the world and come out on top. But I have faith in her.
Why?
Yeah, why, Mick? Even though her time's not doing that well against these guys. Okay, I still got this. I don't think I need this though. Okay, break in. And dolphin dive.
Since most of our runners have already retired for today, we're going to start cutting over to the other, more low-stakes evening events that the Champions Summit is known for. This event is, after all, not only an event for the world's finest to show off, it's also an opportunity to bond and get to know each other through silly activities like beer pong tournaments, mafia, and the spectacular three-legged race. What is the Champions Summit if not fun? Pretty much every runner here is participating in the silliness, except, of course, the Firebolt in Yellow, Nina White. Unlike everyone else, she is still on the track, grinding, showing the world what she is made of.
I have to beat at least one of them.
Was this a joke, really? The way how we're just not making it? Like, we're just far off? We can't even beat at least one of them right now?
Why was I voted in? Whose spot did I steal? Everyone here's a legend. What have I done to deserve this? Why do I get to have my mic on? What am I, comic relief? I don't belong here. I was supposed to earn this. I should have never signed up.
So I've been thinking, I'm nowhere near the action now. I'm watching all this on a TV screen. Heck, I'm always watching the games from the screen now that I think about it. Do you have any idea how far away the runners are from the commentator's booth at a normal event? There's really no reason this can't be a remote gig all the time. I can just get a studio mic and get the casting done from the comfort of my own bedroom. I wouldn't even need to own pants. All I'm saying is there's really no real reason to ever make me set foot in that death trap of a tower again.
I just noticed that we got a bunch of jet hooks. So I'm still gonna go with this. That should be it. But Nina does make a good point though. I guess it's just popularity that got her in because the voters, the actual audience, vote in instead of actually having like a real time for everyone.
And with an unprecedented move, Dr. Little Timmy has pulled ahead of the Kingslayer in points. This is what the entire...
Oopsie. Did I pressed back. Restart level. Okay, story prime. Let's go again.
And with an unprecedented move, Dr. Little Timmy has pulled ahead of the Kingslayer in points. This is what the entire season has been building toward. And now, at the very end, at the Champion Summit, it seems like he is finally doing it. It's time. It's time I finally corrected my greatest regret. Everyone, can I have your attention, please? 5 years ago, when Tim Baker first entered the scene, we all laughed at him for being slightly shorter than average height. I laughed at him loudest of all. I was cruel to him. And when I saw the surgical precision with which he carved up the tracks, I gave him the nickname Dr. Little Timmy. It's an insult, but he carried that name with honor and dignity. He never complained, never faltered, and now he has a shot at becoming the greatest runner in the world. Who's laughing now? Still me, because I'm here to tell you that from this day on, we will no longer recognize Tim Baker as Dr. Little Timmy. No, from this day on, he is going to be known as none other than Big Timothy MD. Everyone give a round of applause to Big Timothy. Oh, sorry to interrupt, ladies and gentlemen, but it seems the Kingslayer has just set a new world record on track 6, giving him the points needed to get back on top. Well, what are you waiting for, Tim? Go get him! I've got $18 riding on you. $18!
Alrighty. While he's been on his way, we still need to get better timing on our side.
Big Timothy MD, come here and sit. Loved you in the three-legged race. Incredible performance as always. How well have you been paying attention this season? So what do you think about the runner we're watching right now? I'm sure you've heard of her. She's taken the world by storm. Exactly what I've been saying. 21 years old and already here at the Champion Summit. Incredible. Hey now, be nice. There's only 16 players here. Someone has to be at the bottom. You don't need to dunk on the newcomer. Yeah, that's what I thought. But other than that, is there anything you wanted to say? Wise words, Tim.
Stop talking about me all the time.
It must have been Mick. Oh, damn. And that's it, right? Yeah. The Great Wall. That was cool. Going backwards and forwards.
What's that, Donald? The mic didn't catch anything Big Tim said? Why am I not surprised? Oh, but context clues allow people to get the gist of it anyway? Excellent! Even the last part? Oh, okay, not the last part. Yeah, that makes sense. Production has just informed me that you couldn't actually hear a word of what Big Timothy MD said during his interview earlier. Long story short, he said that young challengers like the Firebolt in yellow remind him what this is all about. And I couldn't agree more.
Oh, like being the underdog and then climbing up from the top afterwards. And that's it. We have to go. Awesome. Cool mountain.
We're getting ready to wrap up here at the Champion Summit. Most of the runners are back at the house, relaxing and doing interviews. Some are still on the track, trying to shave off some time and score more points. Before we end the event, I just wanted to say what an honor it has been to host this year's Champion Summit, which is consistently the best of the year. Having this many top players gather together like this is a rare joy, and each each one is truly giving it their all. I'd like to give a special shout out to the firebolt in yellow, Nina White. I've had the privilege of commentating her runs all season. What a gem she is. I don't think we've ever seen a runner this fresh at an event like this. Her times here this weekend are nothing to scoff at either. She's outpaced the estimated scores nearly every major analyst on Earth gave her. Do you guys have any idea how much money I've made betting against these so-called analysts? Hundreds of dollars! Anyway, my blog's done, so I'm signing off now, Nina. You still have some time left on the clock, so for now, feel free to stick around and sharpen your runs. But when you hear the loud foghorn, production will need you to step into the hot air balloon and head back to the lodge. Fire up the old time cannon and blast the entire mountain range back into last week. Best of luck. It's been Mick Acaster. Thanks for having me.
One more run.
Let's do it, Nina. We still got it. Oh, not that one, no. Maybe I'm just gonna have to aim at it. That's what I'll do. When I'm in that bubble, just aim at it. So dolphin dive into that machine rather than trying to shoot it. Boom. One. This one as well. There we go. Hit it this time. Yes, got it. Okay, keep it going to the top. Okay, you got it. It had 4 health there, but I hit it once. Okay, well, done it. The summit. That took a while.
There you are. Mind if I grab a seat?
Knock yourself out. So, what does the great Mick Acaster, caster of stars, want with me tonight?
Please, Mick Acaster is just a stage name. Call me Michael. I just wanted to congratulate you on an amazing first season. You made for quite the show.
I wasn't there to make a show. I was just there to compete. The show was entirely yours, Michael.
True. I don't really know you, Nina, but...
You sure acted like you did.
And I wish I did, honestly. But when millions of people are tuning in looking for a reason to change the channel, you tell the story you see. Admittedly, I might have laid it on a little thick, but all things considered, it wasn't that bad of a story.
Did you ever consider whether I wanted to be part of your story? I didn't ask to be a character in your show, Mick.
You always need a story, Nina. It's the finishing touches that turn athletes into legends. The spice that transforms a performance into an experience. There's no doing without it, and I can prove it. All you have to do is tell me. What got you into jet running?
Fine. It was my dad. Every day during a season, he'd have the TV set to jet running. He'd watch the practice runs and everything. Which meant I'd watch too. Practice runs and everything. But I can't say I cared. Dad always called it the perfect combination of athleticism and engineering. The frontier of science meeting the breaking point of human mettle. His favorite event was the very first Champions Summits Invitational, held right after the Peony Mountain tracks were built. It was Jacob Voland's breakout win, and my dad had been following him since he started. From the very beginning, Dad said Jacob was going to go far. And well, he was right. Jacob Voland became the Kingslayer, the usurper. In an era dominated by the same few faces, he rose up from nothing and changed everything. It was inspiring even to a small girl who didn't really care. I even got to meet him once, when Dad was in the hospital. He was a real class act. Meeting the Kingslayer was Dad's last wish. I honestly think that he held on a whole week longer than doctors expected just to meet him. So yeah, #1 fan right there. Channel he'd be tuned into. The last thing I expected was to become as good as I did, and that I'd grow to love it as much as he did. But here we are.
The Kingslayer, huh? I think it was old Howard Ostenspiel who gave him that moniker. It was just something he said on the spot when things got hot. Not to ruin the mystery for you, but Jacob's just some guy. He grew up in the nicer part of what used to be Sweden, dropped out of school, and just ran every day. Lived at home, no real concerns, no other ambitions, just some guy with good legs and a can-do attitude. Don't get me wrong, I've met Jacob a few times, and he's a good guy. Brash, yet surprisingly humble. But he's no usurper. That was just another story, and he played his part. Same with everyone who's ever been anything. He's a lot more like you than you might think, if I'm honest. I don't know how well this character you've been given reflects who you really are, Nina, but that can always be refined. What I do know is that, thanks to you, jet running is more exciting than it has been in years. To a lot of little girls around the world, the Fireball in Yellow is as inspirational as the Kingslayer once was. I really hope you stick around.
I just need some time to think.
I understand. Until next time, contestant Nina White.
Wow. That ended pretty darkish in a way. You'd be thinking that having that guy, Mick, talking to Nina, he would have pep talked her to start another season up again. But it just seems as though that throughout the whole event of the whole hyping thing and the whole popularity and all these things that's shaken up on her kind of paid a harsh toll on her, what the expenses are. I think it's mostly a thinking process. Like if someone is trying to become famous, someone's trying to become the best of what it does take. It takes many years. Even in the beginning, you may end up as a guy or a girl that just has this one aspect, like a go-getting personality. Takes a long time. That's what it looks like it's portraying. But to be honest though, I kind of do wish though if it had that kind of gaming element instead of the whole realism factor, we actually had Nina winning. Honestly, instead of just kind of having this type of it. But yeah, you know, this is the way how they wanted to write it, and this is the way they wanted to roll it. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens at the end of this credits. If there's any more extra cutscenes. You have unlocked marathons. Yay. So what's marathons? Oh, I see. So marathons is just you can just go through the whole game again. It's like an arcade mode without really having the commentary, right? You just keep on playing it. Awesome. Yeah, that was an interesting ending, to be honest, but I had a lot of fun with JETRUNNER. This game was superlative for sure. I love the whole combination of power-ups. There's so much you can do with it, and I hope that there will be a sequel to this and we have the protagonist Nina actually winning, so it feels like a gaming ending, like a traditional game ending that, you know, you as the player has done so much to get really good timing and scores, and then you win it all. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this short session of JETRUNNER, and I hope to see you guys in the next adventure.